Hey there, Michael Griffiths here, founder of Referral Marketing Guru, and welcome to this week's Get More Referrals Today podcast. Whether you're listening to us on your favorite podcast station, watching us on YouTube, or across any of our social networks, great to have you with us. I want to talk today about your networks and how to use your networks the Michael way, because most people don't even come close to using their networks to the fraction of what they could be. And therefore, they leave so many opportunities, so much money, and so many new clients on the table. So before I get stuck into that, as always, no promotion, no sponsorships, no running ads. If you love the episode, share it with one other person. That's how we get to grow. That's how we know we're making impact. It's how we get to spread the word to more people in terms of how to be able to limbic their business and really become more profitable than ever before. Because profit equals impact. The more profitable more businesses are, the more impact we can make and contribute across society. I don't wish for anything more. So let's get stuck into this. The problem is that we see our networks as people to sell to. And that's a fairly recent thing, like in the last probably 3, 4, 5 years. And in particular, pandemic hitting, people couldn't get out to networking events. And all of a sudden, places like Meetup and Eventbrite and online networking events all of a sudden became a bit of a rage. And it became a rage because people went, how am I going to get clients? Whereabouts am I going to be able to sell my stuff to? So more and more people started coming to these events going, great, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do. Hope I find more people. Come buy my stuff. And in the end, when you've got everybody coming to these events going, come buy my stuff, but no one's there to actually buy stuff, what happens? It becomes a waste of your time, effort, energy, resources. Simply because we've got too many people right now who simply teach this. Go onto your social platforms, friend a bunch of people, start building relationships with them, i.e. start sending them 2 messages, and then tell them how you can help them. And I'm sure, like I do, you get messages every single day on your LinkedIn, on your email, on your Facebook Messenger, on your Instagram, or people going, we do this, you could have this, we help you do this. And you don't even know if you've got the person's problem, let alone whether they're a good client. But because we've become so desperate, we think that using our networks to simply sell our crap to people is the thing to do. Well, simply put, it's not the thing to do. Actually get strategies on how to attract qualified people into your business. Then you don't have to do that. Then you can use your networks more effectively. Because when I think back to 80s, 90s, probably even well before, networks were simply this: a bunch of people that you knew, that you had great relationships with, that would want to help one another. Let's go one more time. Your networks were a bunch of people that you knew, that you had great relationships with, that actually wanted to help each other. Notice how there was no word in there of, I'll sell my stuff to them. Now, there are some people in your networks who are going to go, oh yeah, I need that. And that's brilliant. But if you focus on every person in your networks selling to, then you miss out on all the other opportunities that are there right now. Opportunities for people to be able to refer you. Opportunities for people to be able to open doors for you. Opportunities for people to be able to promote you. Opportunities for people to be able to share, to invite you to things. See, in life, there's really 2 mentalities right now. There's this hunter transaction mentality. Buy my stuff, all about me, help me, do things for me. And then there is this more leader-driven, relationship connection-focused type person who sort of understands exactly what I'm talking about, just probably doesn't practice it anywhere to the extent that they could. Now, both groups of people have one thing in common. You have so many more opportunities right now in your networks that you probably don't even realize, let alone have the ability to tap into, we're just simply busy, than what you need. If you simply spent 5 minutes thinking of 2, 3, 4 people within your networks that you could reach out to and deepen the relationship, you'd be amazed what happens in a week, in a month, let alone a year. But it's about changing our thinking. It's about changing our thinking to how we see our networks. See, you probably, there's people, especially if you go to referral groups or if you go to networking groups where you have good relationships with a bunch of people. Maybe call them your inner circle. Maybe call them just the people you connect with best. And what do you do to those people? You catch up for coffee. You might have dinner or lunch. You jump on the phone with each other. You talk to each other. You find out about how the other person's going. In essence, you treat them like a friend. But then, all of a sudden, you've got these other people in your networks who you don't treat like that. Who you just go, oh, here's my stuff, buy my stuff, come to my thing, do this for me. What's the difference? Why treat one person one way and the other person in your network another way? And the simple answer is, it's the relationship that you have. It's the depth of the relationship you have. Now, there's a couple of little things which are just simply how they are. You're busy. I get it. Everyone has 24 hours. Yes. Everyone's getting pulled left, right, up, down, over here, over there. 100% they are. So it is up to you. Don't rely on other people in your networks to do this. It's up to you that if you want your networks to refer business to you, if you want your networks to be able to open doors for you, if you want your networks to be able to promote you, if you want your networks to be able to listen out and maybe say, oh, Michael would be great to be on your podcast, webinar, speak at your conference, be on your trade show. If you want people in your networks to just introduce you to other people they know in your networks. If you want people in your networks to be able to be walking, talking, ranting, raving ambassadors for you. You can start to see now there's 6 things already that you can get people in your networks. And not once did I mention if you want your networks to buy from you. Then if you want all those things to happen, you have to take responsibility of the relationship to begin with. As soon as you start building trust, bond, attachment, loyalty, then the relationship and who has to work harder evens out. And both people put in about the same amount of effort. But that's not how it is to start with. Because they don't understand the benefits of having a great relationship with people in their networks. Because if they did, they'd already be doing it. So to begin with, you have to put in the time. You have to put in the effort. You have to be able to share, in essence, a bit of the vision of what you could do with each other. And most importantly, you have to keep doing it consistently. Too often, people get excited about this, they start, and then a week later, life got in the way, and they're not doing it anymore. We talk to our guys in Partnership Club about having your partner whiteboard. And in the end, not only do you need your partner whiteboard, but the people on your partner whiteboard come from your network circle. And you need a network circle. And every day you should be building relationships, deepening the relationships with the people in your network circle. You should be adding people to your network circle. And you have to be able to change the way you see your network circle. Your network circle is about people in your network who have the ability to help you, share you, promote you, open doors for you, refer you. If you see your network circle like that, notice I never said buy your stuff, then all of a sudden you're going to start using your networks far more effectively and far more efficiently than probably 99% of people out there. If I just go right now, do this. Think of one person who you haven't spoken to for a little while who's part of your networks. You're going to reach out to them today. Now, that wasn't hard. And you probably wouldn't have thought about it before. Now, one person would have probably come to you straight away, instantly. I know it did for me. I mean, I don't even know if this person's still in Sydney or if they made it over to Europe or where they are right now. Why would I not want to find out? Focus on using your networks as a way to be able to build your business, because people in your networks can open doors and share you. Think about it like this. Let's just go. You've got one person in your network, John. Yeah, you can sell to John. Great. John might become a client. you get one client. Brilliant. But if John doesn't need what it is that you sell, he doesn't have the pain point that you solve, John might know 5 other people to introduce you to. John might be able to promote your latest video, your latest masterclass, your latest webinar, your latest challenge. John might be able to promote this little blog that you put up. And that brings you 6, 7, 8 new people. And then from there, 2 of those become clients. You're already more in front than just trying to sell to John. But out of those 8, you build a relationship with 4 or 5 of those people. And then the process repeats. Maybe 1 or 2 of them need you, but the others don't. But they're happy to share you or promote you, or they think about you. And they open doors for you. And they go, oh, I actually have a friend who's got this expo. Let me see if you're looking for speakers, and you get to go and speak, and you're in front of 50 people. See, that's how business actually operates. So you can spend money on Facebook ads and SEO and pay-per-click, and you're bringing people who don't know you, don't like you, have this big wall up, and unless you're really good at being able to break down that wall instantly at the very start, and most of the time you need a bit of a name, and most of the time they've seen you somewhere else, it's not the first experience that they've had with you, and if it is, you generally get lower quality people. So why would you not focus on your network circle where there is a transfer of credibility? It makes it so much easier. And the steps are really easy too. Think of a handful of people every single day that you simply can reach out to and deepen your relationships with. That's it. That's all you're trying to do. And you'll be amazed at the things that take place, the magic that happens, simply because a little bit of time and effort on a consistent basis. Couple of things you've got to remember. The people in your networks don't get this. They don't understand this, or else they would be doing it. So you have to put in the time and effort to begin with until they understand and the relationship is deepened a little bit. Then it'll even out. So don't get annoyed that you're putting in all the time and effort. That's just how it is. Secondly, don't focus on going, people in my network need to buy my stuff. They don't. They will come to you if they want to buy your stuff. They can see what you do. The more conversations you have with them, the better their understanding and insight is about what it is you do. So just get onto Zoom, get onto the phone, talk to more people more often, and watch what takes place just by doing that. Because where most people go, oh, well, if you don't buy my stuff, they're pretty much gone. They don't bother keeping talking to them. You're going to go, oh, if you don't need my stuff, that's fine. Because they could open doors. They could promote you. They could bring you more people. They might have someone in their own network that's a golden goose for you. See, that has to be your mentality. We've got to get away from this instant gratification, need something happening right now, desperation, chase mentality. Because you're not the prize if that's your mentality. And it can't be going forward. Hey, hopefully that's super helpful. Wherever you're watching this, love to be able to hear from you. If you're on any of our social networks, Michael_referral guru, just Michael Griffiths on LinkedIn or Facebook, MCJS Business on Twitter, if anyone still uses that. Find us on YouTube, Referral Marketing Guru. Leave me a comment underneath the video. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platform, you can always reach back out. support@michaelgriffiths.com.au. Love if you got any questions or any insights. Tell you how you're going to use your networks going forward. If you want referral sources, then you've got to get them from having great network circles. So focus on building your network circles. Okay, guys, till next time, take care. I'll speak to you next week.